When I went back 2.5 years ago, I didn't tell people that I went back. I didn't think it was sort of anybody's business. But I feel it's something I just want. It's something I want. I can't explain why I want it, I just want it. I'm doing it for myself.
Where you cast it out and wait for the fish. I fished there with my father and my Uncle John. And oh, sure God, you'd be down here till all hours. You'd be down here till dark. The tide is not right at the moment, but it's getting there. It's getting there. It's the anticipation of catching a decent one is the enjoyment part of it, you know. Some people find this very boring now, you know, but it's not. It's great. It takes your mind off everything.
This year, against all the odds, John found himself back in another classroom, but this time as its teacher. John set up his own course in the Dún Laoghaire Institute of Further Education, where he teaches students how to repair domestic appliances.
Have I got, and I just said to her, 40 years, that'll do, she says. So, you know, I reckon that 40 years in that particular job is as good as any piece of paper. It's as good as any piece of paper. Don't be afraid to ask questions now, because
So you might get an arm off that to fit that.
there's no problem. I mightn't have the answers, but no. There's no need. There's no great need. We'll turn it up and have it. Okay. Right. They're the old type. I didn't know what to expect at all. I went into the class and I didn't know how to introduce myself now, to be honest with you, because there was 13 or 14 people sitting in front of me, and of course they were all sitting there absolutely totally silent. And I walked in with my mouth open, you know, and I didn't know what to say.
How old is that machine, John?
It's about 12 years old. It was a bit frightening and a bit daunting when I decided to take it on, all right. But in saying that, after the first class, I had no difficulty at all with it, no. I'll look up the little diagram on that for you, and I'll tell you exactly where it goes. You'll get a little diagram in the letter that I'm sending down to you.
Perfect.
Okay, and we'll replace those two hoses. But you'll be able to do that this evening now, because I'm going to get you connector block for that. You just cut it back and just rejoin it. Just put a little space on it,
that's fine.
and it'll be fine. Yeah. I really enjoy it. It's really terrific. It's a smashing thing altogether, and the people love it. And it's a 10-week course. It's 2 hours in the evening, 7:30 to 9:30, and they're putting it on the syllabus again for next September. So hopefully it'll come about. I'm about 40 years doing the repairs and service now, and I've been going to the school up in St. Ogden for the last 2.5 years. And without doing that, I don't know whether I could have done the teaching or not. But it's just the confidence to stand up and pass my knowledge on to other people.
A huge amount of it is confidence, self-confidence, and I think people don't realise they actually do know quite a bit, because most people will have gone through school certainly till a certain age, 14, 15 maybe, and by virtue of being in school they have taken in a lot of knowledge and they're not aware that it's there. Like with John, for example, now we started off doing writing. He was very keen to do the joined writing, and he actually grasped that very quickly, because although he hasn't used it maybe over the last 15, 20 years, he remembered it once we started doing it. He did remember it and then picked it up very quickly.
Oh, now that's exactly what we used to do in school. There's all the U's there. U. And they're all in between the small lines. Peach Japers. We used to get these little books like that at home. My mother used to get them. And she'd make us sit down and write all the capital letters and yeah. My news.
Like I'd come across lots of paragraphs in the paper there now that there might be there would be words that I wouldn't be able to read. But going to the school there with Jane now, for instance, we're breaking down those big words and I'm getting very good at them. Getting very good. Yeah.
There's a big sense of pride there for you, I think.
There is, yeah. There is, surely, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Like, you know, writing notes, for instance, for people, or even an official letter, or filling in forms like that. I can do that now. You know, that's the difference. That's the difference. Huge difference. Christ, you know, unbelievable.
Go to the left of him.
This line here, there are two main types of software.
That's just what was there.
We'll carry on with that song and see what happens. We'll finish this week sometime, don't worry.
With his return to education, John's hunger and ambition for learning has grown.
My goal is to do the Leaving Cert. The plan is next September, 12 months, believe it or believe it not, is to put my name down for the Leaving Cert. And then it'll take a further 2 years. I think it's just to say that I can do it.
Miles away, Clodagh Dunn sat in her big desk. She was very good at her job.
Which I suppose wouldn't be uncommon for your dad not to say those things, you know. But definitely from the point of view of getting back on track, advancing it as much as he possibly can. Why not?
Now, can I eat me burger?
I've told all my friends that I'm going back to do my Leaving Cert, and they were quite surprised and said, "Why are you doing that?" You know, why are you doing that? I said, "Well, I'm doing it for myself."
We didn't think he had a brain. It only works occasionally.
Fair play to him. There's a lot of people want to do it, but they just haven't got the guts.
It's a 3.5 year haul, I said, but even if I'm not successful, I'll strive towards it.
What kind of a car?
If I do go on to do the Leaving Cert in 3.5 years' time, there might be a teaching post full-time in Foss or somewhere like that. I'm thinking of the future. I'm thinking of the day when I won't be able to physically go along and lift up a washing machine and turn it inside out and upside down and all the rest of it. I can still do that, and I reckon I'll be able to do that for some time. But you've got to think of the future. I see success as being, I got married, I raised a family, and I've paid all my bills to date. I see that as success. Now it's time to have a little bit of success for myself. I have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Literacy means more than just reading and writing. It's about having the skills and gaining the confidence to get more out of life. In Stuck for Words, we have shown how it affects people from all walks of life and across all generations. By returning to education, people can lead fuller lives and discover their own sense of self. If you would like to improve your reading and writing and receive a free learning pack, call the National Adult Literacy Agency on free phone 1800 20 20 65. That's 1800 20 20 65. Or free text LEARN to 50050.